Imagine waking up tomorrow to the news that a single decision made in a government chamber in Baghdad has just transformed the financial future of millions of people around the globe. What if I told you that the key to this transformation isn't some complex stock market algorithm or a new, elusive cryptocurrency, but a piece of paper you might already hold in your hands? This is not a drill, and this is not speculation based on vague forum whispers. We are talking about live, confirmed discussions happening at the highest levels of the Iraqi government concerning the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. The year 2025 has become the focal point, the moment where years of economic theory and patient waiting are colliding with political and economic necessity. The conversation has shifted from if to when and how, and for the first time, the voices leading this charge are not anonymous sources but public officials speaking on the record about the tangible benefits and the pressing need for this monetary reform. The very fabric of the global financial landscape is being rewoven, and the Iraqi dinar is positioned to be one of the most dramatic and talked about threads in this new tapestry. For decades, the dinar has been a symbol of potential, a currency held back by conflict, instability, and an exchange rate that did not reflect the true, immense wealth of the nation it represents. Iraq is not a poor country, it is a country with vast, almost unimaginable reserves of oil and gas, fertile agricultural land, and a rich history of commerce and trade. The disconnect between this inherent national wealth and the external value of its currency has been one of the great economic puzzles of our time. But puzzles are meant to be solved, and the solution is now being actively engineered. The current fixed exchange rate, a relic of a different era, has acted as a straitjacket on the Iraqi economy. It has discouraged foreign investment beyond the oil sector, made imports prohibitively expensive for the average citizen, and created a thriving black market for currency that undermines the authority of the Central Bank of Iraq. Government officials are now openly acknowledging that this system is unsustainable. They are speaking live on television, in parliamentary sessions, and in press conferences about the urgent need to unshackle the dinar and allow it to find its true, market-driven value. This is not merely about increasing a number, it is about national pride, economic sovereignty, and integrating Iraq properly into the international community. The discussions are complex and multifaceted, touching upon technical aspects like monetary policy, foreign currency reserves, and the mechanics of managing a transition from a pegged to a floating or a significantly repegged rate. The goal is clear: to create a strong, stable, and internationally respected currency that facilitates growth, curbs inflation, and improves the quality of life for every Iraqi. The ripple effects of such an event would be felt worldwide. For those holding dinar, the implications are obvious. But on a larger scale, a revalued Iraqi dinar would signal a new era of stability in the Middle East, open up one of the world's last great frontier markets for serious foreign direct investment, and alter the dynamics of global energy finance. The statements being made in 2025 are the most explicit and hopeful we have ever heard, suggesting that the political will, which was often the missing ingredient, has finally coalesced. The economic plans are being drafted, the international financial institutions are being consulted, and the public is being prepared for a change that could redefine the nation's destiny. This is the foundation upon which the future is being built, a future where the currency in your possession is not just a piece of paper, but a key to a new chapter of economic freedom and global participation. Let's delve deeper into the specific arguments and catalysts that are fueling these live discussions in 2025. Government officials are not just speaking in broad strokes about a stronger currency, they are providing concrete reasons rooted in both domestic necessity and international pressure. Domestically, the Iraqi government is facing immense public pressure to improve living standards. The average citizen feels the pinch of a weak dinar every day when they purchase imported goods, from medicine and electronics to basic food items. This economic pressure translates directly into political pressure. Parliament members and ministers are now on record stating that a revaluation is a critical tool for fighting inflation and increasing the purchasing power of the Iraqi people. It is being framed as a matter of social justice and economic rights. Furthermore, Iraq's ambitious national development plans, which include massive projects in infrastructure, housing, and non-oil industries, require a stable and strong currency to attract the necessary foreign expertise and capital. No major international construction firm or technology company will want to undertake billion-dollar projects if the currency risk is too high. A revaluation would dramatically reduce that risk, making Iraq a much more attractive destination for world-class businesses. This is a point that economic advisors to the Prime Minister are emphasizing repeatedly in their live briefings. On the international front, the dynamics are equally compelling. Iraq has been working diligently to strengthen its ties with its regional neighbors and global economic powers. A weak and unstable currency is a significant obstacle to full economic integration. For years, Iraq has been in discussions with the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank about various reform programs. A key recommendation from these institutions has always been to modernize the financial sector and move towards a more realistic exchange rate. In 2025, it appears that Iraq is finally in a position to act on this advice. The government's budget, heavily reliant on oil revenues which are traded in US dollars, stands to benefit enormously from a revaluation. A stronger dinar would mean that every dollar of oil income would be converted into more dinar, instantly increasing the budget's purchasing power for funding salaries, services, and development projects without needing to print more money and cause inflation. This creates a virtuous cycle. A stronger currency leads to a healthier budget, which funds development, which strengthens the economy further, which in turn supports the currency's value. Officials from the Finance Ministry are now openly modeling these scenarios, showing how a revaluation could break the cycle of deficit spending and create a sustainable fiscal future. Another critical factor being discussed live is the fight against corruption and the black market. The vast difference between the official exchange rate and the black market rate has been a breeding ground for illicit profit. Well-connected individuals could access dollars at the official rate and sell them on the black market for a huge profit, siphoning billions away from the state treasury. A revaluation that closes or significantly narrows this gap would be a powerful blow to these corrupt networks. The Central Bank of Iraq is now asserting its independence and capability to manage this process, showcasing its growing foreign currency reserves as a buffer that will ensure a smooth transition. The narrative has completely shifted from one of doubt and fear to one of confidence and strategic planning. The live discussions are not about whether the country is ready, but about how to execute the transition in the most efficient and beneficial way possible for the long-term prosperity of the Iraqi nation. So, what does all this mean for you, the global citizen, the investor, the individual who has been following this story for years? The live discussions of 2025 are not happening in a vacuum. They are creating a tangible countdown to a financial event that has the potential to be historic. The tone and content of these official communications suggest that we are in the final stages of a long journey. The repeated use of phrases like monetary reform, currency restructuring, and achieving a fair value in parliamentary debates indicates that the conceptual debate is over and the technical implementation phase has begun. This is the most critical takeaway. The risk is no longer primarily about the decision itself, but about the timing and the specific rate. Analysts listening to these live feeds are piecing together clues from the statements of central bank governors and finance committee chairs to model the potential outcomes. The consensus forming is that the revaluation will not be a minor adjustment but a significant recalibration designed to position the dinar as a strong regional currency, potentially on par with its neighbors like Kuwait or Saudi Arabia. This isn't just about economics, it's about geopolitics. A strong, economically independent Iraq is a stabilizing force in the Middle East, and global powers are aware of this. The live discussions often reference international agreements and coordination with our global partners, hinting at a behind-the-scenes consensus that has been built to support this move. For you, the viewer, this means that the information ecosystem has changed. The era of relying solely on unverified gurus and cryptic blogs is over. The primary sources are now speaking directly, and their message is clear and consistent. The responsibility now falls on us to listen carefully, to analyze the statements from the Iraqi Council of Ministers, the Central Bank, and the Parliamentary Finance Committee with a discerning but open mind. The potential for life-changing financial empowerment is real, but it must be grounded in this new reality of official transparency. The emotional roller coaster of the past years is now giving way to a period of strategic patience and informed observation. The final call to action from these government officials, albeit indirect, is for the Iraqi people and the world to prepare for a new economic dawn. They are building a framework for a modern economy, and a revalued currency is the cornerstone. Your role in this is to stay informed through reliable, objective sources that translate these complex live discussions into actionable intelligence. The dream that many of you have held onto is now being debated and designed in the halls of power as a concrete plan for national recovery and growth. The wait is fundamentally different now because we are no longer waiting for a sign, we are listening to the architects draft the blueprint. The momentum is undeniable, the logic is sound, and the voices are authoritative. This is the moment where belief is being replaced by evidence, and hope is being structured into policy. The story of the Iraqi dinar is reaching its most critical chapter, and you have a front-row seat to history in the making. Stay vigilant, stay rational, and most importantly, stay tuned, because the next live broadcast could be the one that changes everything. And finally, if you found this deep dive into the official 2025 discussions valuable and want to stay ahead of the curve, then you need to be part of our community. Do not miss out on the most critical updates. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel and have clicked the notification bell so you get an instant alert the moment we go live with breaking news or release a new analysis. This is a fast-moving situation, and being among the first to know is everything. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the final revaluation rate will be based on what we are hearing from officials? Let's have a conversation. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.